Hi, do you mind if I interview you for a school project?
Sure, go ahead.
So we're supposed to identify an unmet need in the current U.S. market, and my idea, well, like my solution to one that I've noticed is that we're spending way too much time and effort going to the grocery store just to buy food every week. So my solution would be to have a delivery service that you go online, you go on your smartphone, go on an application, order your food, and then it gets delivered the next day or the following day. What do you feel about this?
I think it's a good idea. Saves a lot of busy people time. Potentially a good way to make money for a future business.
Mm-hmm. Do you do your own grocery shopping?
I do.
And then how much time per week on average do you spend?
Anywhere from 1 to 2.5 hours.
And that's every week?
Yes.
So it really adds up if you think about it.
It does.
So that's why I was thinking, the service can't be for free because, obviously they're going to be spending gas to deliver it. So would you feel comfortable paying, $10, $15 a month?
Yeah, I'd be comfortable.
And then is there anyone you would see that wouldn't want this service or doesn't have this need? Like, do you know anyone that possibly likes grocery shopping?
I mean, the only argument I would say is just someone who kind of knows what they're looking for, just is only going in for a couple things at a time, doesn't really need to pay for a service to buy in bulk.
That's that's a great point. Is there any other flaws you see in this new concept?
There's got to be a lot of trust in the company that your food is coming from the right source. Your food gets delivered properly. If there's no mistakes. What happens if there is like some sort of problem with?
Yeah, if they actually fix it. Or,
just complaint department basically.
So would you feel you'd be a lot more likely to sign up for this if it was like teamed up with like say Publix versus just being independent, just delivery service?
I think if a grocery store,
like if Publix supported this and it was under the Publix network, or
I think if a grocery store sponsored the idea or helped the business kind of start out, it would create a lot more trust with customers.
Yeah, and I don't know if you saw that, but today, but Walmart just teamed up with Uber to deliver groceries. How would you feel about an Uber driver delivering your groceries versus like a professional?
Who picks out the groceries? Like, is it just like Walmart employees package it and then the Uber driver?
The Uber there just drives there, picks it up, and then does.
Yeah, that's fine.
You'd be fine with the Uber driver?
Yeah, for sure.
Interesting. Yeah, because I talked to someone earlier, and they felt uncomfortable because they would want a professional dealing with their food. But also another potential problem I ran into is, say you're selecting, you want 3 apples. Would you feel comfortable just letting someone else just grab 3 random apples, or would you want to select them yourself?
I think with produce, I'd like to do my own shopping, but I will only use the service for like the tedious things that I just don't want to.
Like milk, eggs, it's stuff you buy every. And then another thing I wanted to bring up in like the app or online, we would have a feature that would save your list. So for all the redundant stuff, say you buy a pound of boar's head chicken, from the deli, you buy every week consistently, just like eggs or milk, it would automatically save. And so you don't have to think about it because it's really frustrating. I know for me, going every week picking up the same stuff, and that's just not. It's not time well spent, and energy, and then waiting in line. So, all right, thank you so much for letting me interview you, and have a great day.
Thank you, you too.
Hey, do you mind if I interview you for a school project?
But of course.
So, for my class, we're supposed to come up with a solution to an unmet need in the current U.S. market. And so the problem I identified was grocery shopping, how much time and effort it is. And my solution would be a delivery service where you go online or on your smartphone application, order it, and then it'll come like the next day. And then so you don't have to waste your time or money going to the store every week. What are your thoughts on this?
Well, I think that's a great idea. I myself would use that service quite frequently. I think it's very beneficial for the planners of society. Those people that are always on the go and like to plan ahead. So maybe you can call in. it's somewhat like a homemade catering service. So
Exactly.
so it's kind of like catering, but like you still get to make it and get the cheaper prices of buying the food from a grocery store.
And how much would you be willing to pay, like say on a per month basis?
For the service alone, on top of the grocery fee, I'd be willing to pay roughly $50 to $100 a month.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
I think that'd be a great service because if you think, you know, you tip your bartender $5-10 here and there, you tip your taxi driver $5-10. I think it'd be easily a $5 to $10 tip each time, and if you do grocery shopping 3 to 4 times a week, be roughly
Mhm.
$50+. You know,
Well, yeah. How often do you go to the grocery store?
I'd say about 3 to 4 times a month. You know, short trips, about once a week.
Okay. So yeah. So you don't do once a week, just like a large trip. You kind of break it up.
Yeah, sometimes, and you know, it varies. Depending on, you know, if I'm going to be cooking for a large group of people or if I'm having maybe like a barbecue, cookout in the
Yeah, different
neighborhood.
things come up.
Yeah, so it all varies, but I'd say I get, you know, a decent amount of groceries per month, and it definitely takes up a lot of my time.
And what makes you most frustrated about the whole process?
Really, probably the inconvenience, because sometimes, like, the times that I'm only able to go are, you know, around very peak hours of the store.
Mm-hmm. And like
So,
in the evening?
yeah, so, you know, around when everyone else gets off of work, so it's very crowded, and it makes it cumbersome, you know, for my schedule, because it's already full as it is.
Yeah, then you have to wait in line. It just
Right.
makes it so much longer.
Exactly. So I mean, that's extra service of literally not even having to drive. You know, you save gas money, you save time, which you know, time is money.
Yeah.
Right. So all in all, I think it's a great idea, and I'd be willing to pay for it.
Do you see any flaws in this solution?
Really, you know, on a business standpoint, there aren't many I can think of off the top of my head. The only flaw I could think might make the people that might take advantage of it. For example, someone that's handicapped might be a great, you know, service for them.
Mm-hmm.
But someone that's maybe just overweight and doesn't want to go to the store, this might be, you know, encourage laziness in society. But, you know, for the people that use it for the right reasons, I think it's a great service.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's where the whole, like Amazon, that's why Amazon's booming right now, because everyone would rather just go online and go in their own home to order whatever. Like, they just put Sports Authority out of business. So then, today, I don't know if you read this, but Walmart teamed up with Uber. So how would you feel about Uber delivering your groceries from Walmart?
Ooh, that might be a little weird just because Uber is already established and has its own reputation, which, in, you know, the eyes of a lot of people, isn't very good. So I think that wouldn't be the best idea. I think instead, to capitalize on the opportunity to start up a brand new business like Uber, but you know, a new name.
Yeah, and a professional delivery.
Right.
Something that's specialized.
Yeah, make it more
Like
I don't know, professional.
Yeah, it should be. You're dealing with some people's food. You know, it's not like you're not dealing, you know, driving drunk kids, you know, to the bars or whatever, like Uber does. And I don't know who buys groceries from Walmart.
And I have heard that the Uber, you know, the like what it takes to be an Uber driver isn't very hard. So we maybe like a more sturdy background check or face-to-face interaction to make sure they're actually not, you know, too in the dark, like.
Yeah, not some sketchy guy in a '98 Accord. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we don't know nothing on the dark side. Only use the force.
Hey, how you doing? Do you mind if I interview you for a class project?
Sure, what class is it for?
It's for Principles of Entrepreneurship at University of Florida.
Wow, interesting. Yes, I'd love to be interviewed.
All right, so we were supposed to identify an unmet need in the U.S. market, and my hypothesis is grocery shoppers in the United States are unsatisfied with the current process because they are unable to avoid the time-consuming task of grocery shopping every week. How do you feel about this?
I agree. I totally agree because the amount of time it takes to drive to the grocery store, first of all, you have to make a list of the things you need. Then you have to drive to the grocery store. Then you have to, you know, go up and down every single aisle. And there's probably like 15 to 20 aisles. not including the outskirts.
Yep.
And then after you go there and you look, and there was probably like 6 selections of the same exact thing, so many options. And then by the time you put it in your cart, go wait in line for like 15 minutes. Then you have to unload your groceries, check out, pay, reload them back into your cart, go to your car, unload them again, go home, and then unload them again. So there's a lot of
So
unloading
on average, how
and
much time do you spend a week?
a week.
An hour, 2 hours?
Yeah, probably an hour.
So my solution to this problem is, I don't know, you sound just as frustrated as I am, is a delivery system where you go online or on an application on your phone and select what items you want, and we'll still have the BOGOs and all the sales that you get if you went to the store, and then you purchase online. And also, because I know you mentioned the list, you know how you buy stuff that's like you buy the same amount of milk every week, the same amount of eggs or whatever. You can save lists so you don't have to remake them every week, so it automatically does it. So anyway, so you complete the transaction, you pay, and then it'll be delivered right to your door the next day or the following day. Would this be something you'd be interested in?
I think this is definitely convenience, and I think as technology advances, Americans want to be, they want things that are going to be more convenient and useful and helpful to them in everyday life. With people working 9 to 5, it is hard to find time out of your day.
Everyone's so busy.
Yes, everyone's so busy to take the time to go grocery shopping, and everyone needs food to survive. So I think that, yes, it would be definitely a great idea to have an app, and I think saving it would be awesome because there are things that you do have.
It's so redundant. That's another thing that's frustrating about it.
And it's just like there are things that you have to buy every week that are essential to survival, and having the list saved on the app is definitely convenient.
So who do you think would not want this service?
Maybe people that are indecisive and like to go to the store and really weigh out their options, prices, try something new, because
You would miss some of that. Like in the store, you just see stuff that according to your eye. And then, what are some other alternatives to this solution? Can you think of any off the top of your head that would, be better than a delivery service? Anything?
Anything better than a delivery?
If you can't, that's fine. And then, do you think there are people out there, in the marketplace that enjoy grocery shopping, or no? Is that just absurd?
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't love like Publix, where shopping is a pleasure? I mean, some people, that's where they go. They know the grocery people that bag in small towns.
Yeah, like retirees that they have nothing going on. They like to get out.
They play tennis and then gotta go grocery shopping, and it takes up a whole day.
Yeah. So that's the only people I could come up with. Is there any other flaws you could potentially see in this solution?
What happens if like a product is out of stock and they request that specific product and brand? Like, would the person call them and say, "Do you want to substitute?" Kind of like that miscommunication there.
Well, see, my idea would be partnering up with like Publix, so they already have all the logistics worked out, and so how there's a Publix every say 5 miles. Like if you're in that radius, that's your Publix. And so they just put it together and deliver it to, say a 5-mile radius of that store. So I don't think that would be a, potential issue.
Yeah, because there's many stores that could.
Yeah, instead of
you
just go across the street.
2 minutes, I'll go get it.
Yeah. And then someone brought up, delivering. Say you work at 9 to 5, you get home at 5:30. It was delivered at 1. If we left like food out there, it'd be bad in this sort of heat. So our solution to that would be a cooler with dry ice, and then we would, like next time we deliver, we'd pick out the coolers and put new coolers. Is there anything else maybe along the lines of like selecting your produce? Like, do you specifically select each? Some people are weird about that and want to, the perfect.
Yeah, kind of like really.
Because there is some variation.
Analyze.
Yeah.
And look at.
Are you one of those? Or do you not really care?
It depends. Like I'll look at it and I'll be like, oh.